Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into Carol's Daily Sauce. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Please don't forget to click on the bell so that you are reminded of all of the videos that I upload. I'm coming to you guys on today with a few things. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you to all the ones who have been with me from day one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I so appreciate you. Please remain. To those of you who come here to leave rude messages, rude comments, to dislike the videos, thank you, thank you. However, I am not luring you here with a ball and chain. So therefore, what I am conveying to you is that if you don't want to be here, please do click the unsubscribe button. Not that I don't appreciate you. However, I need to let you know that I don't like the crazy. With that being said, what we're going to be doing is discussing a few things really quick. This is more along the lines of entertainment news. Entertainment meaning actors, actresses, comedians, those types of things, those types of persons actually. And one that I did want to discuss really quick, we won't be here long. This is not my favorite person, and most of you already know it, not for any other reason other than the fact of how she acts. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I am talking about Kenya Moore. Before I go any further, thank you so much for tuning in to Carol's Daily Sauce. So we're talking about Kenya Moore really quick for a quick few minutes. Kenya and her ex-husband, Mark Daly, have decided that they are going to look into trying to have more children together. The hope is that they can have one or two more children together so that Brooklyn can have siblings. Brooklyn is Kenya and Mark Daly's daughter that was produced during their marriage. Beautiful baby girl. And Kenya wants to keep things the same. I've got to give her credit. She doesn't want to be going and having babies' fathers after different babies' fathers and having so many different baby fathers. She doesn't want to do that. She would instead like to have her baby with the man that she got impregnated before in her marriage. I can't knock her for that. I really can't. So I'm going to be following that. I find that very interesting. I mean, the reality is once you divorce and break up with someone, if you're not married to that person and you, in the process of your relationship, had a child together, it doesn't necessarily mean that all of your children have to be by the person that you're no longer married. So basically, before I stop the video, I was saying that I think everybody probably finds it major important to have their children by the same man so that their children can have the same father. I mean, it's what the world normally does. However, we do have some women who have children with different fathers, and we're just going to leave that at that. We're not going to baffle beat them or make them out to be bad persons, because that's not what this video is about. So I do look at the fact that Kenya Moore and Mark Daly are working on that, and I wish them nothing but the very best in their family planning. So now we are going to definitely discuss what this video is about. Who is it about? Why in the world? You guys may have already been made aware of this. I always find things in the news. You guys, I am forever on the internet. I am forever reading something. I am an avid reader. Love to read. So finding new information and finding out about things before I bring it to you all, I want to make sure that it is exactly what I don't want to have to put information out there and say, I'm sorry, the information that I gave to you all a few days ago or maybe a few weeks ago was incorrect. I want to come to you the very first time with what it is that I have to present and know that I know that I know that it is in fact true. We're going to be discussing 3 people on today. You may have already heard things about this. You may have already seen other videos. I'm going to give my take, my spin, Carol Sauce on it, and let you guys know what it is exactly I think is going on, and etc., etc., etc. The 3 people that we are discussing on this evening are Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, and none other than August Alsina. Those 3 persons have a lot going on in the entertainment news. Now, do I think personally that this situation came about to make them relevant? Yes, I do. I think that there's a need for relevance here. I do. But I also believe that there is a lot of truth to the story. So let's go ahead and basically talk about the present situation, and then we'll go down the way and start talking about other things that we've heard over the past couple of years. August Alsina claims to have been in a relationship, a sexual, loving relationship with Jada Pinkett, who is Will Smith's wife, okay? August Alsina claims that Will Smith had given him his blessing into entering in a romantic relationship with his wife, Jada. Now, if you're up on the news, or if you know anything about the rumors of the Smiths, you know it has been a rumor for many, many years that they do in fact have an open relationship as it pertains to their marriage. August Alsina says that Will and Jada were informed that he was coming out with information regarding their relationship. And basically what they probably did, and this is only my thought, they were like, okay, whatever, people will look at it and they'll think that this is some young person that wants to gain some sort of notoriety off of 2 very famous actors, okay? This issue I have is this. I believe that August Alsina came out with it probably for a couple of reasons. Because Hollywood right now, what is Hollywood right now? We don't have new movies. We don't have a lot of stuff being filmed right now. Because of the quarantine, a lot of stuff is on the halt. So with August Alsina coming out with this, he kind of like blew the water off of Will and Jada. To be frankly honest with you, and just, like I said, this is only my opinion, I believe they are in an open relationship. I believe they've been in an open relationship for many years. I believe what happened is they didn't think that August Alsina would spill the beans. Now, you can look all over the internet, all over it, baby, and you see pictures of August Alsina hugged up with Jada like that's his woman, okay? Now, I can tell you this much, okay? And this is something that most of you already know. We all know if we're doing something that we don't have any business doing, eventually it's going to come in the light. That is just the way that God makes things happen. When things are being done, he wants it to be exposed, or he wants the situation that a person is actually in that may be causing them strife, pain, and uncertainty. He will open it up and he will reveal it. And I believe with August Alsina, considering his age, I believe he really, really fell in love with Jada. And when he fell in love with Jada, what ended up happening is it probably got to a point where it was too much, Okay. Will probably was like, nah, bruh, you're not going to keep taking these pictures up under my wife, loving up on my wife out in public like this. I mean, we can do whatever we're going to do behind closed doors, but when it comes to where you have pictures popping up everywhere, we need to make sure that this situation is appropriate. So basically, what I'm sorry, you guys, I'm sorry. Basically, what August Alsina actually said was Will Smith gave his blessing, okay, to August Alsina to get into a relationship with Jada Pinkett. Now, it could have been at the time that Will Smith gave his blessing that he thought it was going to be an open relationship thing. It was going to be just useless sex, or that it was going, or, just something where both of their needs were being met. But what August Alsina has said on Twitter and what he has said in several of the videos, particularly the video with Angela Yee, he said that Will and Jada are basically entered or have basically entered in more of what is called a life partnership. Okay? In other words, they are maintaining the appearance of being married, and that does not include intimacy. Okay? So, this is what August Alsina is saying. August Alsina also confessed to the world that he told the Smiths that he was going to go public with this situation. And they were like, okay, it ain't nothing to us. Basically saying, go ahead, we'll have to handle it when it comes to surface. And I believe August Alsina sounds like to me that he has had a change of heart in the area of spirituality. He is exposing, but not exposing in a hurtful way, but exposing in the way where he feels he needs to get it off of his heart. So what is happening in the area of Will Smith and Jada is that they are gaslighting him. And what gaslighting is, if you don't know what gaslighting is, it's a psychological term. And the psychological term is basically saying that another person is saying you did something and they are making light of it and they're not recognizing it. And that to me is really, really sad. They're kind of like downplaying. It's obvious by all of the pictures that we see all over the internet that there was some sort of relationship with August Alsina and Jada Pinkett. There is a picture, I'm going to see if I can find it, but there is a picture where you can look at the photo and see that they're definitely in a relationship or had been in a relationship. So I don't find any of this at all out of the ordinary. I most definitely do not. Now, what I will say is this. Jada has since took to Twitter, she and Will, and categorically denied the fact that August Alsina is even telling the truth. He's lying. He basically is just a big fat stanky liar in their eyes. And Jada said that she would be taking to the red table to discuss this situation. I want y'all to know that my bell is on. It is, because I want to see what are you going to say about this situation. Okay? See, what gets me is that people have a tendency to think that things are going to happen when you go into situations, when you go into relationships or whatever it is that you go into, because it feels good or because it's something that you know that you want, you have to be willing also to take on the necessity or the thought that, hey, this or that could happen. You know what I mean? So she said that she was going to take it to the red table and that they were going to discuss it. Her mother has gotten in on it. I think what's happening is Will and Jada are trying to protect their life partnership. I believe, and I'm not talking marriage, Because as I've said before, I believe that they were having a open relationship and have been having an open relationship for many, many years. Now, do I think that people, do I, Carol, think that people can have open relationships and be in love? Absolutely not. Trust me, no, it can't happen. It cannot happen, not in my mind. So memes have popped up all over the place about Jada in this red table talks that she's going to have about this. I believe what they think is that if they just put it to shame, if they put August Alsina to shame, that he will in fact hush hush. But what is in fact happening is they are making light of the situation. Quite naturally, it's making him talk more because he wants the world to know, yeah, these people are not who you think they are. He is like telling them he's going to tell. And I'm like, yes, kiss and tell. Let us know what's going on in the area of the Smiths. Like I said, years ago, they had been known for being swingers or being those to participate in an open relationship. It just came to the surface. And this is what happens in life. What's done in the dark definitely comes in the light. And if in fact you don't want things to come into the light, then maybe you shouldn't do anything in the dark. If you're doing something in the dark and it comes to light and you're willing to stand up and accept it and appreciate it and whatever else goes, in with that, then so be it. But to allow something to surface and then say, no, it is not in fact happening when you know it is just really, really, really simple. So go ahead and put in the comments what you feel. Please, 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 Kenya, more fanatics, okay? Please. It's just an opinion. These are just merely opinions. They are my opinions. You are welcome to have yours. But what you're not going to do is come at me personally for my opinions. And if you do, you just might not be able to do it again. With that being said, please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you share the video out. And do tune back for other entertainment news and lots of other reviews on products and things that I use, as well as reaction videos. I love each and every one of you very, very much. Have a blessed and wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.